Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shy, but you can call me Shadowcat as the channel name suggests, and today we're watching Goodfellas. When I first started dating my husband, like, I don't know, 9 years ago, I remember him trying to get me to watch this movie, and I think that I saw the first maybe 20 minutes of it before falling asleep because it was super late, and I'm super disrespectful. I always meant to go back and watch this movie because I liked the premise of it. The first 20 minutes were interesting, were captivating. It just so happens that sleep is even more captivating. I've been watching Community on Mondays, and one of the most recent episodes that I reacted to was apparently a parody of Goodfellas. I didn't know that at the time that I was watching it, so I don't comment on it at all during the reaction, but my husband told me after the fact that it was Goodfellas that they were parodying in that episode, and I really liked that episode, so I was like, why not watch the movie? Weirdly, even though I haven't seen so many gangster mafia type movies, I actually really enjoyed the genre. So I always meant to go back to this one, I just never did. So I'm very excited to finally be watching it today. As far as what I remember from the first like 20 or so minutes of this movie goes, I know that this movie centers around, I believe, like a teenage boy. He starts working for someone and I guess slowly gets integrated into mafia life or something. But that's kind of it. I don't think that I know what happens beyond that point. All I know is that that happens. So I'm super excited to get into this one today and see where the story actually takes us. I don't have anything left to say at the top of this. I want to get into it. So without further ado, let's get into Goodfellas. Oh, I don't think I remembered that.
So did I hit something? Is it flat?
What the hell? Oh my god, ah! Oh! I was not prepared.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
That is kind of a fire intro, though, not gonna lie.
To me, being a gangster was better than being president of the United States. I mean, they did whatever they wanted. They double parked in front of a hydrant and nobody ever gave them a ticket. At first, my parents loved that I found a job across the street from the house.
Do his parents know that the people across the street are gangsters?
I could do anything. I knew everybody and everybody knew me. I mean, here I am, this little kid. I can't even see over the steering wheel.
Oh my gosh. He's about to be so, like, in above his head.
It wasn't too long before my parents changed their minds about my job at the cab stand. I'll never understand, but I was a part of something. I belonged.
I can see from a naive perspective why this would seem like the life.
It's a letter from school. Says you haven't been there in months. In months!
Oh my god! Jesus Christ.
But after a while, he was mostly pissed because I hung around the cab stand. He knew what went on at that cab stand.
Okay.
Can't make any more deliveries. You're gonna f everything out.
My dad said he's gonna kill me. Look.
That's the guy.
Get him.
No, your daddy.
From now on, any letter from that school to that kid's house comes directly here. You understand?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're gonna go ahead first.
That was it. Finally, after a couple of weeks, my mother had to go to the post office and complain.
That's scary. You're just doing your job, and then suddenly your head's in an oven.
Paulie hated phones. Have to call the people back from an outside phone.
You get it, nickel?
If there was a union problem or, say, a beef in the numbers, then only the top guys could meet with Paulie to discuss the problem. Hundreds of guys depended on Paulie, and he got a piece of everything they made. That what Paulie and the organization does is offer protection for people who can't go to the cops. People looked at me differently, and they knew I was with somebody. At 13, I was making more money than most of the grown-ups in the neighborhood.
For how long, though? Wow.
one day.
That's a cool shot.
You know why? It was out of respect.
They got me out!
I knew Paulie didn't want anybody dying in the building.
You're a real jerk. You wasted 8 f***ing aprons on this guy.
Oh my gosh, the priorities.
It was a glorious time. And before Crazy Joe decided to take on a boss and start a war, it was when I first met Jimmy Conway. Now, he'd walk in the door and everybody who worked the room just went wild.
I'd like you to meet the kid, Henry. How you doing?
He was first locked up at 11 and he was doing hits for mob boss.
11.
What he really loved to do was steal. I mean, he actually enjoyed it. You know, he was one of the city's biggest hijackers. Booze, cigarettes. I mean, they just gave it up, no problem.
Henry, come here. Say hello to Tommy.
Hey, how you doing, Andrew?
We're just gonna be working together.
And when the cops, they assigned a whole army to stop Jimmy, what did he do?
Oh,
He made them partners.
Okay.
Wow. He really has a handle on the entire city.
Whoa, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, it's all right.
Why, will you get permission from your mother?
How many pockets?
Get him out of here.
Okay.
Get him out.
No, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand.
The people of the state of New York versus Henry Hill.
Counselor, proceed.
Listen, what for? I got pinched.
Everybody gets pinched, but you did it right. You told them nothing, and they got nothing.
This is so insidious. Like, how do you not get sucked into this?
Go right on your friends, and always keep your mouth shut.
It's probably gonna get you in some trouble. I mean, the genius behind this kind of thing is that it presents as a family, you know? You don't want to go against your family.
By the time I grew up, there was $30 billion a year in cargo moving through Ottawa. Whenever we needed money, we'd rob the airport. And to us, it was better than Citibank. There was Jimmy, and Tommy, and me, and there was Anthony Stabile.
I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of names in this. So I feel like I might have a little bit of difficulty remembering who's who. I hope not, but...
And then there was Pete the Killer, who was Sally Balls' brother.
took care of that thing for you.
I love this, like, perspective shot.
Henry, I need suits, Henry, not coats.
No, take them away. We'll hang them in the freezer with the meat. How's that?
If we wanted something, we just took it. If anyone complained twice, they got hit so bad, believe me, they never complained again.
I can't believe this guy. Fucking 520.
Piece of cake, it's all there. Don't worry about the alarms. Just gotta find a way to get the key.
No problem, right?
No, like bags of money like this coming in, okay?
The only problem is getting a key, but I got something all worked out.
Yeah.
Me and French.
Like $500,000 coming in, all cash. What about the security? Security? You're looking at it. It's a joke. Huh? We're on.
I'm in the middle of the fucking weeds, laying down. He says, no, you're gonna tell me something today, tough guy. All right, I'll tell you something. Go f your mother. Really funny. Really funny. What do you mean I'm funny?
Oh, is he taking that the wrong way?
You mean the way I talk? What? It's just...
See, that's the thing. These situations can turn on a dime.
Tommy, no, you got it all
That's
wrong.
the price you pay for living luxuriously, I guess.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Like, I'm trying to think of how I would answer this question, and I'd probably get murdered, honestly.
How the f am I funny? What the...
So, hopefully I never find myself in this situation.
Tell me what's funny.
Get out of here, Tommy.
You motherfucker! I almost had him!
Oh, God. You had me.
Frankie, was he shaking? You may fold under questioning.
Yeah, no.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, what do you want?
This guy's worried about you. They want to come over.
I think I like peace of mind too much to want to engage in anything like this.
$7,000. I mean, ain't peanuts. I don't mean to be out of order.
Sonny,
No disrespect.
you call embarrassing me in front of my friends, don't know, like calling me a f***ing deadbeat, you know? What do you mean don't be like that?
Oh, my God.
What the f are you looking at? You're a f***ing moron.
You're a funny guy.
That's it, Henry.
This is a good display of how, like, how delicately you would have to move in a scenario like this. Because you could say one thing, and if somebody interprets it wrong, like, that could be your life. That is too much pressure for me.
Tell him he'll stop. I mean, what am I?
I don't always say things perfectly. Perfect example.
Maybe you could come in with me. You know, take a piece of this joint. It'd be good.
What do you mean, the restaurant?
I'm begging you. What can I say?
I don't know nothing about the restaurant business. You know anything about this restaurant business?
He knows everything about it. I mean, he's in the joint 24 hours.
Maybe I'll try to help you, all right?
God bless you, Paulie. I appreciate it. God bless you.
Now the guy's got Paulie as a partner. Now the guy's got to come up with Paulie's money every week, no matter what. Also, Paulie could do anything, especially run up bills on the joint's credit. Doesn't matter. It's all profit. And there's nothing left, and you can't borrow another buck from the bank or buy another case of booze.
Oh my god. They've truly thought of everything. I'm not gonna lie, it is impressive.
She don't want to go out with Italians alone. Anyway, she won't go out with me alone unless her girlfriend comes with us. So I figure you come along and go out with her girlfriend.
Can't tomorrow night. I gotta meet Tootie.
You trying to bang this bro? You want to help me out?
The juxtaposition of how casual this conversation is while the building just like goes up in smokes and smoke in the background. Oh, that's beautiful.
I couldn't wait to get away. When they were having coffee, I was asking for a check. I had business. Joe, give me the check.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Wait a couple of minutes. We'll all leave together, okay?
I couldn't stand him.
Oh, we're getting a different perspective. I wasn't expecting that.
It's very annoying. Before it was even time to go home, he was pushing me into the car and then pulling me out.
Yeah, this is a bit aggressive. Oh my god. He like pushed her.
You know, he really liked you too.
Why would you go out with him again even though?
Who the hell do you think you are? Frankie Valley or some kind of big shot?
You were gonna stand me up. You look bored. You didn't say anything. What do you expect? I remember she's screaming on the street, and I mean loud, but she looked good.
I'll think about it. Hello, Henry. Oh, no, wait a minute. Quick, you have to cover that cross. My mother sees that cross.
My daughter says that you're half Jewish.
Just the good half.
Wow, he's quick on his feet.
How you doing, Gino? How are you? Good, good.
I really love these continuous shots that they keep doing. It really gives you a well-rounded perspective of like everything that's going on, how people are interacting with each other. So there's always a table for them if they need it. That's power, man. I could see why people would be drawn to it.
What do you do?
I'm in construction.
I don't even feel like that's believable.
The Copacabana is proud to present the king of the one-liners.
How are you all? I'm glad to be here.
Air France made me. We walked out with $420,000 without using a gun.
I'm proud of you now. That is a lot of money for a kid like you.
Check, sir.
You have to sign for it here. Okay, Bruce, how are you?
Okay.
Henry, this is Bruce. Bruce, this is Henry.
This is like an ex-boyfriend or something.
I'll see you around later.
You might just end up being murdered.
I didn't think there was anything strange in any of this. You know, a 21-year-old kid with such connections.
Come on.
Everybody wanted to be nice to him, and he knew how to handle it.
Don't buy wigs that come off at the wrong time.
This is a great ad.
Maury, please. You know Jimmy, you borrowed his money. Pay him.
I didn't agree to 3 points above the vig. What am I? Nuts. What are you gonna do? I could have dropped the dime a million times.
Ah!
You got money for that commercial, you.
Oh! Did his wig come off? His wig is not choking proof?
He'll pay.
Oh my god.
Karis, slow down. Stay there, don't move.
No, who did what?
This guy who lives across the street from me that I've known all my life.
Oh, so the guy that we just saw, what did he do?
Started to grab me.
Ugh.
I told him to stop. He didn't.
That was a bad decision. In broad daylight?
You want go? You want something? Huh?
Oh! Hey!
Ooh! Ooh! Oh my god. Sorry, I can't look at that. Ooh! I thought that he was gonna murder him, so like, I guess he got off easy. In comparison to what I thought that he was going to do.
Your hydrants. Are you alright?
Oh my gosh. Huh? Now you're complicit.
Gotten out of there the minute their boyfriend gave them a gun to hide. I gotta admit the truth, it turned me on.
That is quite the wedding cake.
It was like he had two families. Paulie and his brothers had lots of sons and nephews. There must have been 24 Peters and Pauls at the wedding. Paulie, you shouldn't have.
I mean,
It's so beautiful. I want to cry.
I wonder what a customary amount of cash to give at a wedding was back then. I like how they keep muting their dialogue. I guess when they're having like really intimate moments. It's just a really interesting creative decision.
If he was such a grown-up, why doesn't he get you to an apartment?
What do you want me to do?
Do? What can you do? He's not Jewish.
He's with his friends! Dad!
Will you leave him out of this? He suffered enough. The man... A married man does not stay out like this. Normal people don't act like this!
Well, we weren't married to 9 to 5 guys. But the first time I realized how different was when Mickey had a hostess party.
How can you mention it? Vinny'd kill it.
What is that woman getting painted on her face?
I think you got problems. What about Jeannie's kid? It was in an argument, a lousy $10 card game. The gun goes off, some kid gets killed. Jeannie has a husband and a son in jail.
I could not handle this kind of high stakes drama in my life. I could not do it. Like, yeah, what is happening here?
And they talked about how rotten their kids were and about beating them with broom handles and leather belts.
Is she seeing her future?
Oh, I don't know if I could live like that.
You know why Jeannie's husband went to the can? Because he wanted to get away from her. That's why.
Come on, don't worry so much, sweetie.
After a while, it got to be all normal. None of it seemed like crimes.
All right. I'm riding shotgun.
And being together all the time made everything seem all the more normal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They'd come in with their subpoenas and warrants and make me sign. But mostly they were just looking for a handout, a few bucks to keep things quiet no matter what.
Yeah, everyone has their own game. When money is involved, you know, that's just how it is.
It was better to be polite and call the lawyer. We always did everything together. So when the kids were born, Mickey and Jimmy were always the first at the hospital.
I love how real this all presents. These look like real photos.
Just can't do it. I got something lined up.
Pretty please?
Karen, I can't do it. What do you want me to do?
I wanted to go shopping. Can I get some money?
Much.
That much.
Is she referring to like the stack?
Give us a drink. Get them all a drink here. Celebration, fellas. Salute. Tommy, all dressed up. All grown up and doing the town. Look at this. Jesus Christ almighty. You look terrific. You're getting too big on me
Just
now.
don't go busting my balls, Billy, okay?
I used to call him Spit Shine Tommy. I swear to God. Oh, he make you
I don't shine shoes anymore.
Relax, will you, for crying out? What's getting?
These situations are just so scary because they could literally go in any. See? They could go in any which direction. It is such a delicate song and dance.
Back. Come on, you
Oh
feel strong?
my
Sorry,
gosh.
Tommy gets a little loaded. He doesn't.
You insulted him a little bit. You got a little out of order yourself.
What?
Didn't break up my party.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I cannot see that. Please do not show me his face again. Oh my goodness. It's so interesting. Their priorities.
Just keep quiet. I don't want to wake her up. Oh, hey.
Yeah, look who's here. Look who's here. Look, go inside, make yourselves comfortable. I'll make you something to eat.
Go to sleep.
Where have you been?
Mom, I've been working nights. Out to the country, and we hit one of those deers. That's where the blood came from, I told you. We hit the deer in his paw, what do you call it?
Was the guy that they just killed the guy from the trunk? Probably.
Did Tom ever tell you about my painting?
No.
I like this one. The dog, one dog goes one way, and the other dog goes the other way.
Looks like somebody we know.
Okay, okay.
Sometimes, even if people didn't get out of line, they got whacked. I mean, hits just became a habit for some of the guys.
Ooh!
Tommy had killed a made guy. That was part of the Gambino crew and was considered untouchable. You had to have a sit down, and you better get an okay, or you'd be the one who got whacked.
Okay, so you're f***ed then.
You gotta see this show.
I mean, you can see how a white girl can fall for him. Well, I mean, not me. I'm just saying, like, you can see how some girls could, you know.
Just want to make sure I don't wind up kissing that King Cole over here.
No, I'm not talking.
Oh, God.
No, the guy's talented. Leave it at that. He's very talented.
I wonder, are their wives aware of the girlfriends? Kind of seems like one of those don't ask, don't tell situations, because I would assume they're aware that their husbands are stepping out on them and maybe just turning a blind eye because they like the lifestyle that being with them affords them. But I don't know.
What do you hear about that thing? The guy who disappeared up the block from Christie. The one that made the beef on.
Oh, yeah. He came into the joint that one night, and then he just disappeared. That was it.
I hate that this song makes me think of TikTok now.
In 6 months. I don't care how long it's been. We gotta get it out of there right away.
My mother's gonna make some fried peppers and sausage for us.
I set up Janice in an apartment around the corner from the suite. That way I was able to stay over a couple nights a week.
Being the girlfriend, honestly, seems like the sweeter deal than being the wife.
Janice and I were having so much fun, she started screwing up at work, and I had to straighten out her boss a little bit.
My God. And I assume that the girlfriend knows about the wife, right? Like, you would know that he has a wife and kids.
What am I, a mirage? Where's my f***ing drink? I asked you for a drink.
You wanted a drink. I thought I heard someone say something, spider. I thought it was Henry.
You've been doing this all fucking night to me, you mother.
Okay, I'll bring it for you.
Yeah, go give me a f***ing drink. Alcohol, that's me.
Stop taking out your gun. Oh, yo, this is... No. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
All right, so we got shot in the foot. What is it, a big f***ing deal?
Okay, can I shoot you in the f***ing foot and see if you think it's a big deal? Jesus Christ. Do these people go out every night, like, knowing that it could be their last night? I mean, technically, for all of us, any day can be our last day, but my God, the stakes are high for these people. I could not. Like, my anxiety would be through the roof.
Hey, Karen, will you grow up?
No, something's going on.
Stop with that already.
Oh, so she didn't know then. Yeah.
I know that you're lying!
Oh my God.
Get out of my life!
Aw, poor kids.
Don't you
Ah.
That bandage on your foot is bigger than your head, you know
about it, sweetie?
Why don't you go yourself, Tom?
I mean, you shot him in the foot.
Good for you. Don't take no shit off nobody.
He hates feeling like. Oh my goodness gracious.
You doing? Are you fucking sick, man?
He hates feeling embarrassed among his peers. If you like say anything that he feels like can be interpreted in a way that makes him look bad in front of his friends,
That I can't fucking believe.
he like sees red, man. That's scary. Because then you have to be protective of this man's ego.
This is Karen Hill. I want to talk to you.
And if you're not, you're probably gonna die.
Hello? Open the door!
Okay, maybe being the girlfriend also seems like not fun.
Wake up, Henry.
Karen, take it easy.
Do you love her?
You know I love you. Don't.
But still, I couldn't hurt him.
I mean, how do you go back from this? Oh my god.
I gotta come home for this!
This life would be disorienting. I could not imagine it.
Karen came to the house.
She gets very excited.
She's wild.
Are they suggesting that they kill her or something?
But you gotta go back. I mean, it's the only way.
Okay, no, they're not.
This is what it is, okay?
But you gotta be more careful of being secretive.
Okay? I'm gonna tell her you're gonna go back to her, and everything's gonna be just the way it was when you were first married. You're gonna romance. It's gonna be.
I really do not think that you can go back from both of them holding the other at gunpoint. Like, I feel like that is a point of no return.
You're not gonna get a divorce. We're not on the Miley.
I'm gonna get a divorce. She'll kill him, but you won't divorce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just gonna keep my eyes closed until I stop hearing that man's head hit a hard surface.
They must really feed each other to the lions down there, because when we got home, we were all over the newspaper.
The guy we roughed up turned out to have a sister working as a typist for the FBI.
Judge gave Jimmy and me 10 years like he was giving away candy.
10 years? Good trip, sweetheart.
Wow. So is he actually going away for 10 years?
Now take me to jail.
We had a pasta course, and then we had a meat or a fish. He used to slice it so thin that it used to
Oh
liquefy.
my god, how long would that take you? I mean, I guess you have nothing but time in jail.
Johnny Dio did the meat. We didn't have a broiler, so Johnny did everything in pans. You know, when you think of prison, old movies with rows and rows of guys behind bars, but it wasn't like that for wise guys. But we lived alone. I mean, we owned the joint.
Money is truly power.
Sandwiches. You gotta go on a diet, buddy.
Sandwiches ain't kid.
Believe me.
What a life.
Okay, I'll catch you next week. Have a good weekend, thanks.
You, Henry?
What are you talking about?
I saw her name in the register.
Where am I? I'm in jail.
Oh, their daughter. Her little face.
Every week. Look what you're doing. Stop it.
Look what you're doing.
Nobody's helping me. I asked your friend Remo for the money that he owes you. He told me to get on welfare.
Karen, forget everybody else. Forget Paulie. Listen to me. All I need for you is to keep bringing me this stuff.
I don't want to hear a word about her anymore, Henry.
Never.
4 years later. Oh wow, he's walking? So he didn't do the full 10-year sentence then? Aww. Did they move? Yeah, they did.
Karen, get packed. We're moving out of here.
With what?
Who wants to go to Uncle Paulie's?
Me!
I don't want any more of that. I'm not talking about what you did inside. You did what you had to do. I'm talking about now.
Listen, you don't have
I
to
ain't gonna
worry.
give like Gribbs. You understand? and you see anybody with this shit, you're gonna tell me, right?
Yeah. Took me about a week of sneaking around before I could unload the Pittsburgh stuff, but it was perfect, I'm telling you. As long as I kept getting this stuff from Pittsburgh, I knew Paulie would never find out.
No, I don't know. I feel like Paulie's gonna find out.
Good. I did it. Okay, you ready?
Oh my goodness. So they're making money right now.
Jimmy talked? Yeah, I talked to him and he's looking into everything. And these are the guys that Jimmy put together for what turned out to be the biggest heist in American history. Only Maury was driving us nuts. Just because he set this up, he felt he could bust Jimmy's balls for an advance on the money we were gonna steal.
Oh my goodness. Cutest little face. This is gonna backfire so hard on him.
In the daring pre-dawn raid at the Lufthansa cargo terminal at Kennedy Airport. The F-1 may be the biggest this town has ever seen.
Is she gorgeous? I bought it for my wife. It's a coupe. Didn't I say not to go buy anything for a while?
It's from my mother. It's under her name. I just got married.
Well, you stupid. We got a million out there. Everybody's watching us, and you get a but it's telling me I'm...
You don't buy anything, you hear me? Don't buy anything.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Didn't I tell you not to get anything big? Didn't I tell you?
Can't you just like put it in the back of the closet for a while?
Don't you look at anybody. Look straight ahead or I'll you.
Oh God.
I did what I had to do. I need the money.
Not tonight, Maury.
Listen to me.
Do these people not value their lives at all?
I'll go talk.
Want my money?
I'll go talk to him. Go have a drink, all right?
Poison in my eyes.
Crispus, your share.
Don't do what Frankie and Johnny did. Don't be a moron with the money. Do what's right. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
Karen! I got the most expensive tree they had!
Oh my God. They are not subtle.
Happy Hanukkah.
Oh my God, this is gonna backfire so hard.
More than enough to go around.
So we got these hot books around, though, or a dish or something. No, we're supposed to be there by 9. Yeah, you're always late. You're late for your own funeral.
No!
Come on, make that coffee to go. Let's go.
Hey, so go over, Joe. Money.
Jesus Christ. This movie is stressing me out.
Instead of getting rid of the truck like he was supposed to, he got stoned. By the time he woke up, the cops had found the truck. It was just a matter of time before they got...
That's absolutely horrible. They're lingering on that shot for very long.
Have a drink. What are you doing?
What happened with Stacks? Is everything okay?
Nah, don't worry about that. It's all right.
Jimmy, there's feds all over the place.
So what? What are you worried about?
The television, the newspapers, all this up there.
Guess what? We're gonna make him.
Oh, he's gonna make you.
We're gonna work for this guy one day. He's gonna be a boss.
I wonder if the murder that they did earlier is going to come out. I feel like it must.
All over for you, baby. Jimmy,
Him! I want my money.
You just gotta stop busting balls.
That would be a difficult situation to be put in. Because you're owed something. But honestly, asking puts you in literal danger.
I could see for the first time that Jimmy was a nervous wreck.
That's when I knew Jimmy was gonna whack Maury. That's how fast it takes for a guy to get whacked.
I knew I still had till 8 or 9 o'clock to talk Jimmy out of killing Maury. I was going along with the program.
He's laying there full blood. I'm out of breath. I got blood.
forget about tonight. Forget about that.
He's limp.
Never knew how close he'd come to getting killed. Even if I told him, he would have never believed me.
Come on, let's grab coffee. Oh, you wanna go to dine or what?
Why do I feel like they're still gonna kill him?
Oh, it is. Oh, it's terrific. Yeah, Nunzio up in the...
Oh my God.
Let's chop him up.
All right.
Morris didn't come home. He's missing. I know something's happened. Belle, calm down. What? Belle,
let me go upstairs and get
crazy
changed. I'll
here.
take you home, and then I'll go looking for
Take
him.
me home.
Buckos, let's go for a ride.
Did they enlist these children to f this car up? Oh, okay, okay. No, they did not, I don't think. But damn, this is brutal.
Nothing to do with me.
Ah!
From then on, I kept my mouth shut. Months after the robbery, they were finding bodies all over.
Damn.
Still, I never saw Jimmy so happy.
I'll give them this. They're very creative with how they choose to murder people. It's impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
What do you think? I look good.
You look wonderful. Listen, just be careful.
You know, we always called each other Goodfellas. You're gonna like this guy, he's all right. See, it's the highest honor they can give you. It means that nobody can f around with you. It's like a license to steal. It's a license to do anything. As far as Jimmy was concerned, with Tommy being made, it was like we were all being made.
Why do I feel like this is an elaborate... Oh! Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why.
This is Vinny. Vinny, what happened?
Oh my god.
What, we get straightened out?
This movie!
What happened? They whacked him. They whacked him.
That like passerby just being like, what the hell's going on here?
It was revenge for Billy Bats. They even shot Tommy in the face, so his mother couldn't give him an open coffin at the funeral.
Wow.
I had to drop off some guns at Jimmy's to match some silencers he had gotten. I only bought the damn guns because he wanted them and now he didn't want them. Jimmy was so pissed off he didn't even say goodbye.
Stop with those drugs. They're making you want.
Yeah, he looks horrible.
I was pretty sure I'd get my money back.
Ooh.
When I finally got there at the hospital to pick up Michael, his doctor wanted to put me in bed.
Jesus Christ, what happened to you?
Now, my plan was to drop off my brother at the house and pick up Karen. I don't know what's going on.
It's the third time I've seen her. I went to the hospital. I started out to get you. I just...
See, I was cooking dinner that night. It was Michael's favorite. I was making ziti with the meat gravy, and I'm planning to roast some peppers.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, he needs to lay off the powder.
You know, I kept looking out the window, and I saw that the helicopter was gone.
I wonder if it's just his paranoia from the drugs or whether he's actually right in his assertion. Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
There it is,
Come on,
Henry,
we
I
gotta
see
get
it.
to your mother's.
Everything gonna be all right this morning.
Let's go shopping.
Don't hear anything.
Come on, let's go back to work.
Yeah, he's getting sloppy.
My plan was I had to get home and get the package ready for Lois to take on her trip. Then I had the cooking to finish at home, and I had to get Lois ready for her trip.
I'll be there in about an hour.
Staying tonight, right?
I can't. I got my brother.
Listen, you know what to do?
Yeah.
Don't yeah me, Lois. This is important.
Unbelievable. After everything I told her, after all her yeah bullshit, she picks up the phone and calls from the house.
Is that the last one?
Yeah.
My second cousin.
Like some they hate you!
What do you mean you gotta go home?
I gotta go home and get my hat.
That's what I need now is a trip to Rockaway because you want to get your hat?
Do you understand what we're involved in here?
I won't fly without it.
This day is so chaotic. I love how they're like taking us through it and like giving us timestamps and everything.
Please freeze! Don't you move, you mother! I'll blow your brains out!
For a second, I thought I was dead.
I don't really give a f. 25 years, pal. That's what you're gonna do.
You don't want to talk to me, you're gonna have a
fucking problem.
Okay, so he wasn't just being paranoid, yeah.
What are we gonna make a cake? Is it good?
You were warned not to get involved with this stuff.
Jimmy and his money. I told you I gotta get out of here and straighten out everything with Paulie or else I'm dead, Karen.
Ooh.
Put her house up for my bail and I was out. All right. See, Jimmy knew if Paulie found out he was in the drug deals with me, Paulie would have Jimmy whacked even before me. So now my plan was to stay alive long enough to sell off the dope.
I flushed it down the toilet.
Don't get mad at her for it.
Depending on that, why did you do that?
Do not.
Oh my God.
I don't know what else to say. I know I f***ed up.
Is there any way that we finish this movie without him getting whacked?
Paulie, after what you said, I couldn't come to you. But I got nowhere else to go, Paulie.
Take this. Now I gotta turn my back.
We gotta get out.
I don't want to run. I don't want to. What are we supposed to do? Just do what?
Karen, if we stay around here, we're dead.
Yeah, you guys are kind of out of options.
How's he doing? Busting his balls or what?
He's okay.
You know what kind of questions they've been asking him? They tell you?
Jimmy, I don't know. He doesn't know I came down here to see you. You know, it's like he's crazy.
Take this thing. Listen, I got some beautiful Dior dresses. You want to have them? Go ahead, sweetheart. I'll see you.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
It's over there.
Right? No. No, 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 no.
Oh, no. Hey, go ahead. It's right in there.
No, Jimmy!
Right there.
I'm in a hurry!
Oh, my God. This movie is so tense and just so good at building tension.
What happened?
I just got scared. Okay.
You all right?
Yeah.
Part of a crew. Nobody ever tells you that they're going to kill you. That your murderers come with smiles. They come as your friends. So I met Jimmy in a crowded place we both knew. But I had the feeling Jimmy was trying to sense whether I was going to rat him out to save my neck.
It's gonna be okay. I think you got a good chance of being the case. You know, from the city we're talking about, the kid turned out to be a rat. As soon as he got pinched, he ratted everybody out. He ratted us all out.
Jimmy had never asked me to whack somebody before. That's when I knew I would never have come back from Florida alive.
And you meant whenever you move me, I asked you once, and I'm gonna tell you again, I don't want to go any place that's cold.
What about my parents? God forbid something happens to my parents and they get sick. I can't go and see them.
Maybe something can be worked out.
You need Henry. You don't need me, right?
That's right. And frankly, I don't care whether you go or not. The only way they can get to him is by getting to you, getting to your kids. And I've heard you on a telephone. You're talking about cocaine. Conversation after conversation. What it comes down to, Karen, is we're basically your only salvation.
It was easy for all of us to disappear. My cars were registered to my wife. I never voted. I never paid taxes. See, the hardest thing for me was leaving the life. And we were treated like movie stars with muscle. We had it all just for the asking.
Didn't mean anything. When I was broke, I would go out and rob some more. We paid off cops. We paid off lawyers.
And now it's all over. And that's the hardest part.
Is that it ends?
Right after I got here, I ordered some spaghetti with marinara sauce, and I got egg noodles and ketchup. Get to live the rest of my life like a schnook.
My God. I forgot that this was based off of a true story already. What a way to live, man. I mean, that was now 19 years ago. So I can look up to see what happened there. Wow. This was good. I was convinced by the end of this movie that there was no way that he was not getting whacked. Wow. Alright guys, we just finished Goodfellas, and I thought that this movie was extremely impressive on a purely filmmaking standpoint, But really, I think that what makes it really good, as unrelatable as the story feels to me, were both the script and the performances. And while I could never live like this because my anxiety would whack me before any of them got the opportunity to, I think that the movie did a great job at illustrating why somebody would be drawn to this lifestyle. Look, for the 99% of us, I think that it's hard to not feel like you're getting screwed over in everyday life. So I definitely understand the mindset of I would rather live large at the expense of my safety rather than pencil push my entire life and still barely be able to make ends meet. It's definitely an alluring lifestyle. When they're high, they're really high. When they're winning, they're super winning. But when they're low, oh my God, you do not want to be low. But the thing is that so many people in that business have low points. There are so few of them who are actually afforded the privilege of getting old. Most of them meet their demise at some point or another, and the worst part is that they never see it coming. I mean, maybe there's an argument to be made that it's not actually better to know you're about to get murdered. So there's that, I guess. But still, it's a high rewards but extremely high stakes business. But that is the cost you pay for private access, for luxury cars, for upscale homes, for cushy prison cells. And not only that, I think that one of the most appealing things that you get out of this lifestyle is the family that you get from it. Humans crave connectivity, we crave belonging, we crave being a part of something. And I think that why these operations work as well as they do is that. It just so happens that in these circles, if you speak to somebody sideways, you might end up sideways in a casket. I have no doubt in my mind that pulling off these operations and seeing yourself get richer and richer and richer and get more access to things is very, very addicting. Adrenaline rush after adrenaline rush. So it's no surprise to me that when Henry gets relegated to more regular life, he's so unsatisfied with it. Sure, he's not afraid that he's gonna get murdered at any second. Sure, suburbia is comfortable, but at what cost? And even though I don't ever plan on being in the mafia, I do consider that to be a relatable concept. On a much, much, much smaller scale, after I lived abroad, my first year back in Canada was really hard for me. There were definitely things that I didn't love about living abroad, but it granted me so much that when I got back to Canada, regular life felt boring in comparison. So yeah, I'm definitely not as high stakes as the people in this movie, but it's not hard for me to understand, albeit probably a little bit simply, why they do the things that they do. I think that a worse film would have you thinking, why would anybody stay in this lifestyle? Because I think that the thought of living like this is undoubtedly very scary for the everyday person, but I think that this movie did a lovely job in really illustrating why somebody would stay within this lifestyle. And also, like, once you're in it, it's almost impossible to get out of it. This movie was also just really, really good at building tension. I felt so uneasy at many points throughout it, and not just because of the extreme violence. Much like a lot of the situations that the characters found themselves in that could go one way or the other, I felt that tension as an audience member. I never knew which direction something was going to go in. Something fairly innocuous could have finished with the person in the freezer. And so I felt like they brought that high stakes energy of the lifestyle into the movie, and I thought that the movie was really, really good for it. I feel like there is so much that could be said about this movie, and I don't feel like I even really touched on the characters or the story at large that well in this little outro. Even though you guys are seeing a very truncated version of this outro, I have been filming and rambling about this movie for a while, so hopefully I'll be able to make it kind of coherent in the edit. And even though I feel like I've been rambling on and on in this outro, there are so many things that I haven't even touched on that I feel like are worthy of a mention. But I can't lie, I'm kind of over filming today. I don't want to film anymore. So I'm going to cut this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching this one with me today. I had such a good time. I hope you guys had a good time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.